So today we are playing free-to-play Relinquish, and we can't use the new skill because the new skill needs us to play 10 level 1 spellcasters or monsters that mention Relinquished, but we just don't have that many cards, that many level 1 spellcasters that we can use in a free-to-play deck, so we just couldn't use it. We can only use one copy of Illusionist and one copy of Golden Eyes Idol, so there's no point of using the new skill. That's why we're just playing the good old Master of Reds. Yeah, so that's basically the idea of the deck. Yeah. So there's a new Relinquished structure deck, and with the structure deck, we got two new main deck monsters. Millennium Eyes Illusionist, which allows us to equip your opponent's effect monsters to your own Relinquished. And Golden Eyes Idol, which can just look at your opponent's entire hand and change its own name to Thousand Eyes Idol. And then when it is sent to graveyard by a card effect or banished, you can just equip an opponent's monster to your own Relinquished again. And also Relinquished Fusion, which is a quick play fusion spell, which allows us to use hand, field, or graveyard as a material to fusion summon an Ice Restrict fusion monster. And you can also banish this card from your graveyard during your main phase to, again, equip an opponent's monster to your own Relinquish. Because all three of these cards come from a structure deck, we can't play more than one, because that will require money. That's why we're only playing one of each. And that goes for the fusion monsters as well. Thousand Eyes Restrict can force your opponent's monsters not to attack, and also doesn't allow your opponent's monsters to change their battle position. Battle position. Thousand Eyes Restrict says other monsters on the field cannot change their battle positions or attack, and that includes your own monsters, so you have to keep that in mind. And it also has the normal Relinquished effect to steal your opponent's monsters and equip them to discard. But it also has the same restrictions that you can only equip one monster at a time. But that is not the case for Millennium Eyes Restrict. This is not a new card, but it has gotten a lot better with the new support. Because with the new cards, you can just equip your opponent's monsters to itself at any time. So Millennium Eyes Restrict has the effect when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls or enter graveyard and just equip that to itself. And then here's the good part. Monsters that are equipped to this card cannot activate their effects. And also, monsters with the same name cannot attack. So it both negates monsters' effects. So it both negates monster effects while also stealing your opponent's monsters at the same time. So before the structure deck, the weakness of this card was that if your opponent just doesn't use a monster effect, you can just run over it. And also this card is a bit hard to summon because you need a Relinquished as a material, while you can use a fusion substitute before. But it has gotten a lot easier with the new support and also the new skill. But we are not using the new skill because the new skill needs us to play at least 10 level 1 spellcaster monsters or monsters that specifically mention Relinquished. But we simply just don't have that many cards that we can obtain, because all of the new cards are from a structure deck, so we can't play multiple of them. So we won't have enough cards to use the new skill. That's why we're just using the good old Master of Reds. In case you didn't know what this skill does, it returns a card from your hand. Every time when your life points decrease by 1,000, you can return a card from your hand to your deck and then search a ritual monster or a ritual spell. And this will allow us to search our normal relinquished and the ritual spell. And the monster that we will be using as a tribute will be Digin Demolisher of Rituals. When this card is used as a ritual summon, your opponent cannot target that monster with card effects. And this is permanent. So as long as you use this card as a ritual material for your relinquish, it just cannot be targeted. And also you can use this card in the graveyard as a material. That's why we're also playing Fiend Griefing. It can send a Fiend monster from your deck to your graveyard and shuffle back any monster in your opponent's graveyard back to the deck. So this is a good graveyard disruption and also helps us get into our Demolisher of Rituals. And we're also playing Cyberdark Cannon, 3 copies of Cyberdark Cannon and 1 copy of Cyberdark Edge. And this small Cyberdark package allows us to mill any card from the deck to graveyard because of Cyberdark Cannon's effect. It says during damage calculation, if a monster equipped to this card battles, you can send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. And we will be sending Demolisher of Rituals to make our ritual monsters. Or we can just send Golden Eyes Idol to equip your opponent's monsters to your own relinquish. And this also is a second option in case your relinquish doesn't work or it's destroyed. You still have a backup option to use Cyberdarks as a win condition. And for the extra deck, other than the 2 future monsters, we're just playing a bunch of generic Xyz and Lynx monsters. You basically see them in every deck that I play. And it is also worth mentioning that this deck is only 1,000 gems. All of these cards are either free to obtain or from the new structure deck. So you don't even have to spend gems to get packs from boxes. All of these cards are absolutely free to obtain or from the new structure deck. And I will also post this deck along with a lot of the older decks that I have made into my new website, DLF2P.com. If you haven't checked those out, you can go to the link in the description and take a look. Okay, that's the intro done. Now I will put the deck on screen. I have already updated my website, so the new cards will show their rarity. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, DLF2P.com. That is correct. Really cool website. Yeah, a bit too late, but I will still put the link on screen and also link it in the description, so it will be fine. Just use giant white text on screen to show the website, so it will be fine. Okay, let's play some games, I guess. You wanna be a bot in my Twitch chat? Well, you can. I won't stop you. I wonder who made that site. I wonder. Yeah, I have been working on that site for over 3 months. I've started at I think September. Yeah, I've began working on the site on September. The hard part isn't about the interface or anything like that. Those are the easy parts. The hard part is the deck builder. I spend the most time on the on on working on how to make the deck builder work, right? Because that isn't a traditional thing that you will see on other websites. Because if you're just gonna make a normal website, right, you can just use other stuff like Wix.com, Google sites. Just pick servers outside and you can just do it without any coding. Yeah, but coding the coding part for the deck builder is really fun, and I'm glad how it turned out. Anyway, we now need um I don't know if we can win this. We can try though. Let's try to set illusionist and then set two fiend griefings and see how we go. Yeah, and also after the ban list, I have changed all of my old decks to adjust my econ ratios because it is now limited to 1. And a lot of my old decks use econ for a good reason. But I can't just go back to my old videos to re-upload them. It's too much. So what I did is just modify them on my website so you can just check them out. Anyway, I don't think we can win this one, honestly. It kind of depends on how good my fiend briefing will be. So if he reborns, yeah, if he tries to reborn a photon dragon, I'll just chain briefing, and then it'll just shuffle it back. We'll send the Marsh of Rituals. And another tech card that you can play in this deck is Farfa, the Burning Abyss that banishes monsters because you're sending fiends from the deck to your graveyard with fiend griefing anyway. So you can send that card as a disruption and also use that for your Cyberdark. Because that also sends monsters, you can also use that to trigger Farfa's effect to banish your opponent's monsters. But we can't play that because I want to keep this deck as cheap as possible. So this deck is only 1k gems. This is a 1k gem deck, so I don't want to add any more cards from boxes. So that's why I'm not using it. Anyway, whether or not we will lose depends on if that's a monster. Okay, it is. Goodbye. We actually might have won if that wasn't a reborn. Because if he attacks us and then we search relinquish, we can just steal his monster and then attack. And then it can't be targeted. Oh, but I guess the equip spell still can be targeted, so he can still pop the equip spell and that will make my attack 0. So Farfa will make it 1,050 gems. Well, I wanna keep that nice number of 1,000 just as a good clickbait number, right? 1k gem relinquish deck with the cards from the new structure deck. No money required. No boxes required, just the new structure deck and free to obtain cards. Yeah, when you're a content creator, you have to think about these clickbaity stuff. You need people to actually click on your videos, right? Okay, we have illusion ritual, but our opponent doesn't have any monsters. But we can try to force our opponent to activate Void Feast. Then we will have something to steal. But I guess if he summons his Infernos, he can just tribute him. So I still don't think I can steal anything. Does Spring Griffin trigger Idol in your opponent's turn? Yeah, it does. But no, wait, it can't mill Idol because Fiend Griffin mills Fiends, and Idol is a spellcaster. It's not a Fiend, and despite how it looks, it's not a Fiend. It's a spellcaster. All relinquished support are spellcasters. All of them, including relinquish itself and the fusion monsters. All of them are dark spellcasters. They're not Fiends. I know it's weird, but it's just how it is. We'll just try to equip and then get banished. He's gonna banish us. Yeah, no. Yeah, and also, this stream will be short. I don't usually stream at this time, but because there is a new structure deck, so we're just playing the new structure deck. So right after I get enough replays for the video, I will just end the stream and leave. So yeah. Hopefully I won't take too long because time is tight. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's a salad. Let's hope that it's a post-balance version. Yeah, it's really weird. All the relinquished cards look like they should be fiends, but none of them are. They're all spellcasters. There's also another kind of a relinquished deck that doesn't use the new skill, and you can use stuff like News Fusion and Keeper of Dragon Magic instead to mill the Patronized Idol or Fusion Parasite, and you can revive the Fusion Parasite to make relinquished. Make the Millennium Ice Restrict, and then, or you can mill the Golden Idol to equip your opponent's stuff. But that is a bit more expensive because you need like 10 structure decks for that deck. And that's also the version of Relinquished that I see Juling's meme posted. If you haven't watched his newest video, you probably should. It's a pretty interesting Relinquished deck. He used the Neos Fusion version, which is pretty interesting. Oh wow, it's a raid. Hi raiders. We're playing this free-to-play version of Relinquish. So, we're not using a new skill because we can't use free of every single Relinquished support from the structure deck because that wouldn't be free-to-play. So we don't have enough cards for the skill. So we can't use the skill, we have to use something else, which is pretty unfortunate. It's kind of like the Gaia skill. The Gaia skill also needs you to play many of the cards from the structure deck. So this might be good for some people. If you're willing to spend a bit of money, that will be good because you can just make an entire Relinquish deck just by buying the structure deck 3 times. But if you're a free-to-play player, then you will have to stick with this version, which is probably not the best. It is not the best, but we will have to stick with it. Okay, we don't have the ritual spell, but we do have relinquished fusion, which means we can make our fusion monster. Cyber Duck candidate effect activated, yeah? And then we will grab Cyber Duck Edge. Yeah, we only play one edge because we if we draw edge, it's not gonna do anything. So it's kind of like Neo's in Neo's Fusion. You only play a single copy, but it will suck if you draw it. We will set Theme Briefing, and then set Relinquished Fusion. So this is actually a disruption if we manage to mill Golden Idol. Should we attack his monster? Yeah, I think we should. Oh no, it's an MST. That's terrible. I should have probably attacked directly. Oh, he destroyed my Relinquished Fusion. And he has a combos, okay. That seals the deal. That's probably the end of the game. Yeah. MST. Just destroys our win condition. Yeah, you can probably tell this deck is not really good. Don't expect too much from a free-to-play relinquished deck that you're not supposed to play as a free-to-play deck. You can see the deck stats on your left side, and the competitive rating isn't very high. And I keep forgetting to put the deck stats on the left side, so it wasn't there for the last few streams. Because sometimes I just turn it off and then I forget to just put it back on. It is not consistent. This deck isn't consistent. It's pretty terrible. You only have 3 relinquished and 3 ritual spells, and you can't search them other than using your skill. Oh, photons, okay. We're going first. Can we accomplish something? We cannot accomplish something. You know what? We can just end turn, and then use Kite Roid. Yeah, that's what we should probably do. Just Kite Roid. And oh, he's playing the rank 4 version. That's interesting, considering how I just played this version of the deck last stream. That's interesting. People actually remember that this version of the deck exists. And I still think it's pretty good, despite how no one is using the old skill anymore. I still think the old version of the deck is still decent. Yeah. But I think he's playing the new skill. Is he? No, he's not. Okay, then he's probably playing the old skill then. Yeah, I think more people should give some love to old photons. And also, if you're a new player, you might want to start with the old photons first, because you might not have all the required cards for rank 8 photons, so you can go into the Photon of Galaxy box first, try to get yourself some copies of Photon Dragon, and then while you're trying to get the other rank 8s, you can play the old version first. So it's still a deck for you to actually consider to play when you're a new player. And I feel like a lot of people actually don't remember that this deck still exists. And yeah, he is playing a new skill, which gives him a negate, which is pretty annoying. Can he negate my Kiteroid? Guess we'll find out. Oh, he can't. Okay, great. And even if he does, we can just use Kiteroid 2 times, because we can technically use its effect 2 times within the same chain. So we can still do that even if he negates, but apparently he can't. Okay, we can activate the skill. We can shuffle back one of the ritual spells, and then grab a monster card. And then we will try to bait the negate. Hope that works. I really hope that this works. I probably shouldn't have used a skill, because now he knows that we're playing relinquished, and he will save the negate for that. Yeah, he's totally just waiting for my relinquish. Yeah, then he will just negate my relinquish. And that will be very, really sad. Yeah, he'll just negate my relinquish, and nothing I do will matter, so... Funnily enough, if he were to play the normal version of Photons, the rank 4 version of the Photons, he wouldn't have an out, because Photon Stream of Destruction targets. But since he's playing a new skill, he can negate my relinquish, and that is not good. Oh, okay, we actually have both the relinquished and the ritual spell in our hand at 4-1s. Okay. He's gonna make the Photon Lord? Yeah, he is. But we have 3 griefing, so we can shuffle back his Photon Dragon if he tries to reborn it. And we also have Relinquished Fusion, so even if he negates our Relinquished, we still have a backup option. But he has 2 set cards, which is pretty unsettling. Let's try to steal his Photon Lord. We will use our Golden Eyes Idol. And then, yeah, there's the cool relinquished animation. That is why you always use Pegasus to summon relinquished. Even if other characters like Alexis also have the Master of Writ skill. Anyway, since we used Golden Eyes Idol as a ritual material, we can attempt to steal his Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. And even if he negates this effect, we can use Relinquished's own effect to steal his monster. So it will be fine, even if he has a negate, because we can steal twice. Oh, he's negating? Yep, he is negating. Yeah, he probably has to, because if he doesn't, his monster will be gone. But I'll steal his monster anyway, because I still can use Relinquished's own effect. And not to mention that, since Golden Eyes Idol is in our graveyard, we can use Relinquished Fusion to banish it, and then its effect will trigger again. So that's pretty cool. And now we will steal our opponent's Photon Lord. Yeah! Thanks for your Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Suck! And we even have two disruptions. We have Fiend Griefing for when our opponent tries to reborn the Galaxy Eyes, and also Relinquished Fusion to steal one more of our opponent's monster. So this is looking pretty good. Is Power of the Guardian suggested to be in deck because Relinquished has only 0 attack? Probably. I'm not sure why Konami included Power of the Guardians in the new structure deck. It's not good, by the way. You shouldn't play this card in Relinquished because you wouldn't need the extra attack boost from the deck anyway, and also just you won't have enough deck space to use it. You won't have enough back row space to use it because you will equip so many cards with your Millennium Ice Restrict, so you probably won't have enough space for Power of the Guardians anyway. Anyway, now we can shuffle our opponent's Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Okay, he ends his turn. That's pretty good. I think we win, right? Are we finally gonna win? Let's set Black Illusion Ritual just to taunt our opponent. And then we can attack directly and see what happens. Let's go! Relinquished! Direct attack! Oh, he uses Forbidden Lance! I still think that's lethal. I'm not sure if that reduces my monster's attack to 0. But I'm still pretty sure that's... Oh, he has 2. Oh, it doesn't matter because Forbidden Lance protects my own monster from his other Forbidden Lance. So he can only reduce my attack once. So yeah, there we go. First win! Let's go! Okay, we got a single win. That's pretty cool. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of other choices other than to just use all of his lances, right? I mean, he could have used one last turn and then one this turn, so he could spread his 2 lances out, so both will be effective. So he can not die from lethal, but I guess that's Photon players. They don't know what they're doing. Oh, there's a bot, isn't there? How do I remove that? How do I even remove stuff from the chat? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever removed things from chat. I don't think I've ever banned anyone before. I can just click his name, right? And then now what? Oh wait, ban, okay. Ban, bye. Okay, he's gone. Oh, look at our opponent. It's a singular Skull Combat Joker. Even though we can't make it relinquished with our hand right now, we can make Cyberdark Edge. So, Cyberdark is a backup option. It is a second option if we can't make relinquished. We can always just use our Cyberdark monsters to mill the cards that we need. So normally you will want to mill Digin Demolisher, but we already have Fiend Griefing, so we'll just mill Golden Eyes Idol. Or we can just mill Millennium Ice Illusionist. Yeah, let's mill this. So what this does is when we summon Relinquish, this adds itself back to the hand. And then as a quick effect, you can just discard this card to steal an opponent's monster. So this is a disruption. Oh, he has the other Skull Combat Joker. Did you climb to Plat 6 with a different deck? I did not climb to Plat 6 because I ended the season with King of Games. So I just automatically dropped down to Plat 6. So I didn't climb before I played this deck. Okay, he's Pendulum Summoning for free. That's a lot of Pendulum Summons. What is that? What is that card? Odd-Eyes Saber Dragon. When it destroys a monster by battle, you send a card, destroy a monster your opponent controls. I don't think that will matter. Can Blue Eyes get King of Games? Yeah, probably. It won't be that easy, but yeah, you probably can. It's Blue Eyes. It has all the Blue Eyes stuff. If you're playing enough Karma Cuts, any deck can get King of Games. Yeah, that's the end. Even if we milled Kite Roy, it still wouldn't have saved us from what he has on field. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, if you're playing Blue Eyes, as long as you're playing a lot of Karma Cuts, you will be fine. The reason why people hated Blue Eyes so much back when they were meta is because they're playing so many Karma Cuts. And they're also playing cards of consonance to help you draw into your Karma Cuts. Okay, that's a terrible hand. We'll just scoop right there. As long as we draw edge, that's immediately a bad hand, so we'll just end the game. I'll probably end the stream after I get one more win. 2 wins is probably enough, because my intro is quite long, so it will have enough time for the video. Just 2 wins, yeah, 2 wins will be fine. Oh, we're going first, and then we have Cyber Cannon. We'll use this effect, grab our edge, and then summon edge. Equip our cannon, and then hope we don't die. Assuming that he's playing Infinities, we have been griefing, and that is super good against Infinities. We can just shuffle back their Infinity monsters and they can't do anything. But that's assuming that they're actually playing Infinities. Yeah, they are playing Infinities. Okay. We will shuffle back his Doom Octarine if he summons it. Oh, I see. Transmodify. Interesting. And then he will search the launcher. Yeah. We'll just wait for him to try to reborn his Archfiend, and then we'll just shuffle it back with a Fiend Griefing. No, wait, we can actually shuffle back his tuner when he tried to summon it, and that would force him to use his launcher to revive his tuner, and then he can't use it to revive his Archfiend, and then his entire combo will just collapse. But I guess. Oh no, he's making Trish, isn't he? Oh no. Oh gosh, he's making Trish. Oh wait, he's not. He's not making Trish. He's just making Sabotage Warrior. And then he's gonna use this one. Okay, if we actually shuffle back his... Okay, wait a minute, did he use his normal summon? Did he use his normal summon? I think he did. He used it for the Necromancer, right? Yeah, he normal summoned a Necromancer. So, okay, what if we just shuffle back his Wildcat? And now he doesn't have a tuner. And even if he searches more tuners, he can't summon them. Even if he discards the tuner and then tries to revive it with launcher, that just stops their combo, right? Yeah, why not? Let's just shuffle back his tuner. Shuffle back the tuner. Goodbye! And then we'll send Digital Demolisher. And then now he doesn't have a tuner. He's gonna have a hard time. He's gonna grab Sage. Yeah. And then now he has to use his launcher to actually summon back his Sage. And that means he doesn't have more launchers to revive Archfiends. Assuming that isn't another launcher. So the only thing that would probably save him is if that card is another launcher. Oh, he's playing Lynx. Is that... Oh, okay. He's playing Lynx. Then he can summon back his Archfiend. I guess I should have probably shuffled back the Archfiend if that's the case. Yeah, I should have shuffled back the Archfiend. And then yeah, he's just gonna do the launcher combo over and over again. But I guess this deck is pretty interesting, so I might just leave this into the video. And I'll just show the deck list after the game. So if you want to have a look at the deck list, you can. It doesn't really matter if he banishes our Kiteroid or not, because even if he doesn't banish our Kiteroid, I don't think anything next turn will save us. Yeah, I don't think anything next turn will save us, even if we survive with Kiteroid. I don't think there's a single card in our deck that could turn the tables. It's Infinity. You never know what Infinities are trying to do. And even if you think you stop their entire combo, they'll just flip up one of their face down cards and it will be into the launcher and you'll just get screwed. That's just how it is. Ooh, what is he doing? Stardust Warrior, he's just flexing at this point. I guess nothing I do will matter then. He has Stardust Warrior. That's actually pretty smart, using Puzzlemino to change your own Synchro monsters to a lower level. And then he changed his Trish to level 4, and then Synchro summon with his level 6 Core Dragon, and then made Stardust Warrior. That's actually pretty smart. And now he even has more disruptions. Yeah, we're just totally dead. Just totally, utterly dead. I'll just see how far he can extend his combos. This is actually a really cool build of Infinities. Not many people actually use other Infinity cards other than Sage and Archfiend and Launcher. But he's actually using Necromancer, Wildcat, and Transmodify to summon Archfiend from the deck. So that's pretty smart. I guess it doesn't matter what we draw next. It's a Golden Eyes Idol. We'll just end ourselves. Why not? Is he gonna negate this as well? Is he gonna do that, or is he gonna just let me? He knows that I'm probably gonna lose anyway. Right? No, he doesn't. He just pops it without questioning. Okay, fine. If you want to just completely destroy my field so much, yeah, then sure. I can't even commit Sudoku. No, that's not Sudoku. That's what's that called? Kamikaze. That's not called Sudoku. Anyway, here's the deck list. It's pretty based. I must say that. I must say that this deck list is pretty cool. He's playing triple Transmodify to turn his level 3 monsters into Infinity Archfiend. So even if he's only playing 2 copies of it, he can summon it pretty consistently. And that's actually cool. 3/4 of his entire 3/4 of his entire deck is Infinity cards. The only cards that aren't Infinities are the 2 MSTs and the 3 Transmodifies. So this is actually a pretty pure list of Infinities, which is cool. And for the extra deck, he's playing a bunch of Links, which is reasonable. You should play Links and Infinities now, because like situations when you don't have a tuner, you can still do some plays. And really interesting that he's playing Stardust Warrior to actually use Puzzlomino to change one of their synchro monsters to level 4 and then synchro summon with Core Dragon. Yeah, and he's not let me have a look. And he's also not playing any Xyz monsters, which is interesting, because most players play 1 or 2 rank 6 or play Rhinospus, but he just doesn't play any Xyz monsters, which is pretty cool, I must say. Anyway, let's continue and see if we can win with it. Bad hand. Goodbye. We're going second. We should probably scoop this because it's Yosenju's and they don't put any monsters on the field for us to steal. And our hand wasn't really good anyway. We don't have relinquished. And he has a set card, so even if we try to attack with us other darks, he will just bounce us back. Or just activate drowning miracles. This deck does prefer going second, just so you can steal all your opponent's stuff. Oh, what is he playing? Is he playing Necros? Yeah, he's playing Necros. This hand isn't good, but it will be salvageable if we at least draw relinquished. Let's see if we draw relinquished. That's not a relinquished. No wait, this might still work. We can set Fiend Griefing and then pass turn. So one thing that you will want to remember when you're playing against Necros is that you never have a card in both your hand, field, and graveyard, if you can. Because if you have cards in all 3 places, your opponent can activate the effect of Trishula. So unlike the normal Synchro Trishula, you need to have a card in both your hand, field, and graveyard for you to actually use the effect of a Necros of Trishula. So there's that difference. So as long as I keep the graveyard empty, I will be safe. Or I can keep my fields empty, which I'll do right now. So after I activate my Fiend Briefing, my field will be empty, so he couldn't use the effect of Trishula. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Yeah, we will all have to learn how to play against Necros the hard way first, and then we'll realize that you probably shouldn't have a card in your hand filled with graveyard. So most of the time, if you have enough cards to actually make your plays, you will want to keep your hand empty. But since we can't do anything, we'll want to keep our field or graveyard empty. Oh, we actually drew the relinquish. Oh, that's pretty interesting. We'll activate Black Horizon Ritual. We will actually use the card in our hand because we don't want cards in our hand. So as long as we keep our hand empty, he cannot use his treasure. And he just negate this, and then I'll just lose. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't actually destroy. Does not matter. I'm still gonna lose. Oh, let's hope we can get one more win. One more win will be fine. And time is running short, so I hope I get a win really quickly. Otherwise, I will have to end stream anyway, which is not nice. Oh, we drew the trick again. Oh, is that Magnites? Is it the surprise present Magnites that everyone is playing right now? Oh wow, this hand is quite something. We actually need a monster to tribute if we are trying to summon our relinquish. So we need to draw a monster. Oh, he's setting a card. He is surprise present. What is he giving us? Oh, did he draw the assault mode activate? That would be funny. It will also be funny if, because Magnites are playing surprise present right now, people start playing assault mode in their main deck so they can activate the assault mode that they gave you. That would be funny. If I were to actually play a synchro deck and then play Red Dragon Archfiend and then play assault mode in the main deck, and then I can use his copy of assault mode activate. Yeah, he drew the assault beats and the assault mode activate. That's so funny. And he doesn't even have cards to set in his column. That's so funny. Yeah, I wonder who started this trend. Oh, Sabotage Cannon. That's actually a good card. Should we activate the effect of Sabotage Cannon, or should we just use it as a material? I bet I should use it. What I'll do is I'll summon in his column to force him to activate his secrets, and then I can summon my relinquish on my other column. Because he only has 2 Magnites, including the one that he will summon using his secrets. Yeah, he will use his secrets right now. That is absolutely predicted. And then he will summon on one of his other 2 zones, and then I'll just summon on the 3rd zone. I'll summon a relinquish on the 3rd zone, and then he can't negate that. Yeah, and then I'll do my combos. And it will be really cool. Ritual summon relinquish on the right side of the field. And then we will have to steal his Magnite Morning Star, because if we don't, he will just banish itself. No wait. Yeah, I can make a Millennium Ice Restrict. I'm just thinking what the sequence should be. I'll just use it on the Magnite Morning Star. And then I'll make Millennium. Oh, he lets me, okay. And I'll just set my relinquish fusion and then enter. And then I should use relinquish fusion now, right? Oh, but he can just attack me, and I'll just lose everything. Okay, that is difficult. I guess I'll not use it yet. Is a new relinquish good? It is quite good. But this version isn't, because this is a free-to-play version. But if you're playing the expensive version, it is quite decent. But is it top tier? Probably not. We just try to let him finish his combos, and then if he destroys our relinquish, we'll just use it from our graveyard to make Millennium. Let's see if he'll pop Millennium Eyes. We can still try. We can try to bait our opponent. Just summon it here. It'll be funny if he uses its effect. Oh, he has an Hermit Knife. Oh wait, totally. Oh yeah, it's negated. But we will still use it. Why not? Secret negated. Yeah. That's the end. Oh, I can't even surrender. Yeah, I probably don't have enough time to play more games, so I think we will have to probably end here. Yeah, we probably have to end here because, yeah, I need to go. So, even though we didn't win the last game, we still gotta win, and that's what matters. So, who are we gonna raid? Any suggestions? You just got here. I will probably be streaming 2 days later, maybe? Yeah. And yeah, this is supposed to be a short stream, so I won't spend too much time today. Anyway, I'll just pick someone to raid then, if no one has any suggestions. I'll just pick someone random. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day or night, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.